can you share any challenges that you personally have faced being underrepresented or maybe misunderstood? And what have you learned that you would like to share with community members who might be faced with a similar situation? And actually, as I ask that, it brings back this memory of a time when I was personally misrepresented, underrepresented. It was at my my college freshman orientation weekend. So this is like a big deal, you know. All the freshmen are there for their first weekend to meet each other and, you know, figure out what being at college is like. So I was nervous and I was excited, and I get there and every activity for the whole weekend was like physically based. It was like sports and going for a run. I was like, did you pick these things purposely because I can't do all of them? And it felt like I was left out a little bit, and that made me kind of really understand what underrepresentation feels like on a personal level.
Yeah, I feel like going back to what we were just talking about, that lack of representation, you know, in media and in everything definitely leads to a lack of accessibility and how you end up going to your college, you know, intro week and not being able to participate. Right. So, Jasmine, do you have any thoughts on this?
Yeah, definitely being a mom, being a Black disabled mom, I definitely feel that I've been misunderstood and underrepresented for sure, mainly in like medical settings, where I've definitely learned that self-advocacy is key, you know, just learning to be able to confidently express my needs and, you know, and be able to speak up for myself is huge. That's probably the biggest thing I've learned, definitely.
Yeah, for me, I had an experience once on a print job, and they wanted me to be like in the main shot, but that required me to get like on the grounds in a kiddie pool, and I couldn't get up on my own, you know, once I got down there, and so no one asked to help. They were just moved on when I, you know, voiced concern about that and said, hey, I need some help. So they just like brushed me over, and then I was pretty much excluded from the shots after that. I think you end up in the final ad, you see my arm, and so I just felt completely overlooked, and that just taught me the lesson to speak up. You know, if I feel bad about something or I feel like I'm being mistreated, I need to speak up, and so I would say definitely do that for other people who might be in a situation. If it feels wrong, you know, advocate for yourself. That's really, really important, and I have a lot more confidence doing that after that experience.
Yeah, I think in terms of writing, when I first let people read my book, people that I didn't know in real life, they just really did not understand the protagonist, who was in a wheelchair like me. They thought her character was unrealistic. Like, I remember there was a comment about, like, how can she brush her teeth, but she can't lift her arm over her head? And I'm like, that's just the way it is. You know, and it was hard to hear, but it also taught me that, like, not everyone is going to understand, and that's okay. The important thing is that I'm sharing what I know, I'm sharing my lived experience, and that's how we made progress in representation, is being true.
All right, those were wonderful answers.